Hey guys, update on the Chinese stocks. Yeah, first of all, PDD didn't move up here. I was leaning on at least an attempt because of the overlappy price action here. With bullish divergences on the daily, but nope. We had earnings, I think, yeah, a few days ago. Didn't follow this, missed, as you can see on both. Don't know how the projections are year to year, 17.16 billion. Coming from 14 billion, that's not too bad. But then, yeah, I said once we hit this 886, we will take the low. Of course, this then happened in the pre-market, and then we, yeah, straight dumped. So I'm gonna remove all of this and then clean this up a little bit. So then, yeah, we had this target box here for a reason. Wasn't convincing. Okay, I looked at this as, yes, potentially moving up, but we didn't get it. That's why we also had the target box here, because this didn't look solid this year. Can't really work with this. First of all, you have a 3-wave move here. Then this is very deep for a wave 2 if you want to label this 1, 2. So the risk was already here. Now then 78 and 73 are levels to watch for potentially an attempt to reverse. Okay, that's it for PDD, or however you pronounce this. Alibaba has been a mess here, I see. Yeah, I don't look at these daily because there's so many charts, man. Let me look at this. Yeah, one could argue that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finishing the move here, and then A, B, C. There is overlap though here. That's what is bothering me a little bit. But yeah, if we label all of this a wave 1 like we have now, we missed the wave 4 range here. So maybe it's okay to accept overlap for this one time. And then, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Too many point of controls also here. Chart is really messed up actually. Not looking great at all. Like the way I drew it, like it was so messy, sorry. So this is gonna be messed up and not too confident with this, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. In some sort of a diagonal because we have overlap. Very weird and very ugly structure. And then A, B, C. Let me look at the lower time frame if this is possible here. Yes, you move down first, move up, and then now moving down. And then here as well, like you move down with overlap, lower volume. Okay, the bullish divergence did go down here, so we don't have bullish divergence in this last part. But still, I would say this is gonna at least attempt to move up here. Okay, then to pull some fibs from the low to the high, we have crossed the 618, so now at the 786. So ideally we don't lose this. If we do lose it, we will hit the 886 at 120, and once you do that, to me, it's better to take the low and then start again. Okay, so 123.11, don't want to lose that, and we want to try to move up before we, yeah, hit this 886 here, and we'll take it from there. Then I think Baidu is looking the best. Okay, we had this green box, the zone here, point of control 0.5, 0.618, stronger fib levels, and then this as a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or as a potential A, B, C. Okay, because as I said, this can easily extend. Okay, this can easily extend because of, yeah, zoom out, look at this whole move, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then ideally you see 3-wave structures in a correction. This here looks a little bit like a 5-wave move, which could have been an A wave. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why we always had this box here, warned about this potentially being a B wave until it proves me otherwise. For now, this rally, if we look at it like this, as you can see, it looks a lot like a 3-wave move, okay? Like the only other way to count this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but then also, I don't know, your third wave is very short like that, so I don't lean towards that. 1, 2, 1, 2. Also not because this wave 2 now has been very long and extended compared to this one, very deep and extended. And then yeah, it just looks too good as a 3-wave move. A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a wave C. So actually the risk here is also, to me, if you look at the structure, is on this low. And with that, maybe that's why we see weakness here. This is also not a good structure on Alibaba, okay? This can easily go and take low. Of course, I'm always a bit careful with these because of how messy the chart is. Look at Alibaba. I've said this in previous videos. It's such a three-wavy chart. It's like super difficult, okay? But we have to accept, especially on Baidu, that it looks really, yeah, more that this is gonna move down here. And one more indication would be losing this point of control at 126.44. That would increase probabilities to go to this area here at 97 to 100. Okay, Baidu also here had a nice 5-wave move. That's why I trust this one a bit more. And then we've got PDD, not PDD, JD, which also showed a lot of weakness here. Okay, talked about this as well. Super messy, the price action here. How do we count this as a third wave? 1, 2, 1, 2, like how? Then we had a support box here. We didn't want to hit the 618. We have done that. So I'm gonna remove that. I'm gonna remove the labeling because that doesn't really help. Even on this one, I can show you if I zoom out like how messy this is. Look at this. There is no clear 5-wave structure, okay? It's a clear 3-wave move here. Then this move has been so extended. If we label this as wave 1, this has taken so long, okay? And then also if we label this as a wave 1 and a wave 2, we have an 886, okay? That's why I also, no, we don't have an 886, never mind. So we're far away from it still, but because of the 3-wave structure here, I'm labeling this an A wave, a B wave, and if we rally, it will be again a C wave, and it will be again a 3-wave structure. So it's really difficult. For now then, because of the mess that this has become here, initially it looked good, 1, 2, 1, 2, but then here it started to mess it up. I'm gonna remove this all, and we'll focus on the point of control here of this range firstly, because we got a reaction to it and closed above it at 29.04. okay, if we lose that, we'll again just shift towards this one at 26.82. so yeah, that's it. I'm sorry it's messy, but it's really the charts. And I'm trying my best, but it doesn't make it easy, okay? Especially this here as well. Like, it was a nice attempt, but here last video also was already messy and an indication that it wasn't looking too good, and we got the proof of it. Okay, yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.